Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. I'm your host, Laws. We back in the building. Right into it. Wizards, dog. It's been a lot of murmurings about John Wall, his injury. Dog, Sadarowski be cooking, dog. I hate to be one of those fans because this happens, dog. Like John Wall being out, the Wizards, they play well. I mean, they lost the other night, but the game they beat the Cavaliers, that was an impressive win for me. Aaron, are they better off without Wall? Dog?
Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
I mean, I don't think they get past the second round without Wall, but
they don't get past the first round.
You don't think they get past the first round? You don't think they're playing better basketball than when they playing with Wall is there?
Yeah, but there's a difference between playing better basketball and being a better team. So the ball allegedly is moving more, but that also implies that Wall is a selfish player, which he's not. Mm-hmm. I think sometimes he does pound the ball, and sometimes he does have to make the play sometimes. If you play with a guard who always has to almost like assist hunt sometimes, where he's holding the ball to the last minute and you got to cut or basically almost be running a play to be able to get the pass from him to be able to do what you want versus somebody who just gives you the ball early and allows you to do what you want to do ahead of time or ahead of schedule, kind of, sort of. So, I get that part of the argument. They do play better team ball because they don't stand around and watch Wall like sometimes, I guess, auxiliary or role players have a tendency to do when they play with somebody who's on a different magnitude than they are. But at the same time, I think not only are the role players' confidence is going up by playing without Wall and being asked to do more. I think Wall is also going to learn from watching how the team played while he's out.
Yeah,
but
I hope so, dog.
By no means is this team better without Wall. I almost kind of hope Wall doesn't come back so fans can kind of get what they're asking for and see what happens when you go into the playoffs without a real dog and get bounced in the first round.
They just look like a different team. And hopefully, I think Scotty Brooks, if I'm Scotty Brooks, I'm going to John Wall on the side because the other night he looked a little, his body language looked a little dejected, even in the win, them beating the Cavs. He wasn't clapping, Maybe that was just the camera just happened to be on him and he just wasn't paying attention. But if I'm Scotty Brooks, I'm going to John Wall. I'm telling him straight up, I'm like, look, bruh, everything that the team is doing is great, but I know when you come back, it's going to be 10 times better because you're better than Sadarowski. 10 times better. And with your athleticism and with your basketball mind, like the sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? And I would just want to encourage you to know that like I anticipate us being even that much better when you come back. Because right now, John Wall, he just needs a psyche. Like you might got to cater to his ego a little bit and just make him secure and know that he's a needed piece on his team because like, you know how the area gets when the team gets the winning and
cannot
like
win
that.
with them.
But
one other thing to add is if you go through the schedule and look at some of the teams they were playing over that stretch, you saw Orlando in there, Atlanta, Sacramento, some of the kind of bottom feeders in the league. They're coming up on a stretch where they're about to play the Warriors. They're going to play the Bucks, some of the teams that they'll end up facing in the playoffs, and I think this will give a little bit of balance to some of that argument that the team might be better off. Now, if they go through this stretch with an 8-2 record, then I'll shut up. But it's just hard for me to see a team with inferior players be better.
Get 2 first-round picks for that Bama, huh?
Yeah. That you're going to use on.
It's Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to her. If she had a hand in, she been saying trade Wall. I'm like, come on, young. You got to relax. Slim. Relax.
That's right. You already know.
Let's talk about Zaza Pachulia with the Golden State Warriors. Is this Bama dirty, young? Because I might have had to see him with the hands if he did what he did to Russell Westbrook in last night's game when he just flopped on his legs. Like, dog, and the Bama, he be doing stuff like this. This Bama's cruddy, dog. And this is what happens. I don't. If you play sports, you play basketball. This is primarily happens with you got a guy who's not very athletic, and he plays on a team with a bunch of cookers. And it's like, how can I make an impact on this game? Well, I can't hit no threes. Everybody else cooking, hitting threes. What can I do? Let me fall on Obama's leg. Let me get the best player out of the game by like trying to slide up under him and do some funny business. Let him come down and sprain his ankle, because he did the jump to Kawhi Leonard like in the playoffs a year or so ago. Like, he a cruddy dude, dog. And I feel like if it was 1995, he wouldn't be doing none of this stuff.
But he can't get smacked in 2018?
No. These Batmans ain't built for it. They soft.
I agree with you with most of it's a different breed of player in the league, but the center for OKC, the Batman from New Zealand, what's it?
Embiid?
No, for Thunder.
Oh, for the Thunder. Sam Adams.
I think he partially retarded too. I figured he would have handled that situation.
Nah, dog. They ain't built for that, dog. I mean, and the thing is, in the context of when it happened, you know, you saw with Russell Westbrook, like, he had the blown face, like, yeah, this Batman just fall on me. But he didn't see that nobody pushed him. Like, he just, like, Zaza just, like, did this little slow, and he seen him fall down, and everyone was like, my chance, and just collapsed on the Batman. I'm like, so, I mean, of course, Westbrook was very disgruntled and irritated by the whole situation. And I think the league should find Zaza. This is an ongoing occurrence. Find that Batman $50K, dog.
That's a drop in the bucket. That's a night out.
$100K.
You got to suspend him a couple games.
That Batman, he don't even play but 18 minutes or 12 minutes a game. Come on, man. 50 to $100K.
It's going to escalate, though. Like you're saying, it's a track record of him doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
And it's going to end up on the wrong person who probably played 18 minutes as well and is not caring about getting suspended or getting fined. And they're going to have to let him know that that's not what you do.
Yeah, dog. So, I mean, they this is, you know, they did get a 30-piece. I'm sure that coupled with him falling and doing that made Westbrook mad. But the league definitely has to do something about that. Or you're going to see it escalate. I mean, it's a rivalry now. That OKC Golden State Warriors game, that's a rivalry now. You want to see that because they going at each other tough. Even the fouls on Durant, when they fouled Durant, they was hacking him hard. Looked like Draymond Green and Carmelo was about to get into it at one point. You know, so definitely they created a rivalry in that environment. On some football, are the Jaguars tripping, dog? Why are they extending Blake Bortles three years? What is this about?
You a bum.
The discount. The same thing everybody was talking about here 2 years ago, right? The discount.
Oh,
sign him while you can get him for the low.
So this is changes the game. Kirk Cousins is running out of options, dog. I'm trying to tell you, if he plays hardball, he gonna find himself in a Browns uniform or playing in Canada somewhere, dog. The Jets. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with that situation, but Blake Bortles, they sign him back. I mean,
3 years, $54 million with incentives, a chance to make 66. Sound like he's gonna be there at least 2 more years.
Yeah, at least 2. Sean Miller, the coach of Arizona, is this about to blow up the whole?
They say it's not true.
Dog, we know it's true. Dog, all these Bama's getting paid, dog. They all getting paid. That's why even with LeVar Ball's son, Lonzo said about the jump, I think LeVar put him up to that, dog.
So everybody already getting paid.
Yeah, we got to upset that whole demonstration because he trying to get the bread, dog. Let me just tell y'all, the folks out there, it's an atrocity that these young kids are not getting paid in NCAA. Do y'all know March Madness? I'm gonna fill out a bracket. You gonna fill out a bracket. You gonna fill out a bracket. They gonna make $3 billion, yes, with a B, $1 billion in the month of March for March Madness. And them kids not gonna see one red cent of that.
Nah, dog.
So, you know, if a dude getting $100K, I know DeAndre Anton, the 7-foot dude for Arizona, he got his lawyers coming out saying he ain't getting no bread.
First of all, he got lawyers. That means he got bread. Joe Blow in school does not have lawyers, dog.
Joe Blow. No, they probably gave him the lawyers because they want to keep this joint on the hush hush. No, the coach, he sat out the other night, like, it's bad, young, and it's just, I mean, I know everybody always say Calipari dirty, but real talk, I think Calipari probably like the least not dirty. Because right now, if he did dirty stuff, it was before. Now he been in Kentucky. This man clean as a whistle. Because all he got to tell a kid is, if you want to go to the league, you come to our school. If you don't, then go somewhere else. Like, all our kids go to school. I got a 60% track record that 60% of the Bama's on my squad go to the league. And that's what you want to do? That's when I'm going to help you go to the league. That's all you got to say. He don't got to give him no money. He ain't got to,
Right. And there's a few schools like that. North Carolina, Mike Krzyzewski with Duke, that already have that brand builder to where kids know they're going to end up in the NBA if they perform. And so those coaches don't have to really compete. But some of those, like these younger coaches that are trying to get to that level, they're going to do whatever they have to do to get those players
trying
there.
to get a dude.
Why am I going to Arizona instead of going
Why
to
am I going to Arizona,
Duke or North
dog?
Carolina?
Why am I going to Arizona?
And you see Shaq's son decommitted from Arizona.
Oh, yeah, he decommitted ASAP. I mean, it's a terrible, like, I mean, it's a rug, and underneath that rug is a lot of nasty stuff. But, like, let's be honest. We know it's there. We know it's there. And until they address it for real, you're going to keep having this young. I'm trying to figure out why the FBI doing wiretaps on these Bama's, but they ain't wiretapping these schools and the kids. I mean, let me not go there with that whole jump. But I'm just saying, they so trying to get these coaches and stuff in, like, young. I don't know, though. I don't know. We'll cover the rest on the show. Check us out at BLK Sports 980 on IG. The Other Side of Sports. Check us out, and we gonna be talking about a lot of different stuff this week coming up. And is that everything for today? For the little quick update? Yeah, we out.